cherish your slumps. They are the opportunity to grow. They represent opportunities to grow. A slump means that you're ready to move to the next level. It's not the reverse. You've done well, so you had your stride, things seem to be going smoothly, and then boom, a slump happens. That slump is telling you, all right, you got that level done. Now let's go to a more difficult level. Let's conquer the next level. The slump is the sign of progress, actually, not that you're going backwards. It seems like it, but it's not. And then when you get over that slump, you come out of that slump with greater growth, greater experience, and you're a better trader. So every slump is a milestone. There's a point also where you will get to appreciating when you find an error. Like, think about how beautiful it is to find an error, to be aware of it, because your most damaging errors are those that you don't even realize are errors. Just like a thief in your house, right? The thief is the most dangerous when you are asleep, not aware that the thief is in your house. The moment you turn the light on and you become aware of the thief in your house, and the thief sees that you are aware of him, that moment, he can't be a thief anymore. He can become a fighter, but usually they become a runner once you turn the light on. But they stop being a thief. The same thing in trading. When you find an error, you are turning the light on your error, on your thief. So to become aware that this is an error is a beautiful thing. You have stopped that error from being its most dangerous. It can't be once you become aware of it. It loses most of its power. And you're going to welcome becoming aware. Oh, wow, I'm making this mistake. Boom, you've just killed 80% of that error's power because you've become aware that it's doing damage. And so now, if your goal is to eliminate that, you can pretty much do anywhere between 4 and 8 trades without committing that error, and it's finished. This is a journey. Guys, this is a journey. And you know what used to get me through some tough spots was I used to imagine telling stories about my tough spots. Maybe you should try that. Imagine one day that people are going to be asking you, how did you get through this? So imagine yourself sitting down in a chair, and some people have books open. They're taking notes, listening to you. You sit back in your chair and you cross your legs and you say, well, back in the old days when I was going through a rough time, and imagine that. I used to do that. Those visualizations helped me. I used to stop crying sometimes when I did that. But like, yeah, one day I'm going to tell stories about when I was crying like I'm doing right now. And it got me through. Nobody wants to hear a story from someone who didn't make it. So imagine yourself telling stories. It works. You know, it works. It worked for me. I used to write. I was showing with pride my new journal. Like, people think that, like, I don't journal anymore. I journal every day. Do you understand? It's not that I just journal my trades, right? I journal my thoughts, ideas, a moment that hits me, that helped me. Being a journaler helped me in my progress as a trader, like writing down what happened to me that day. What that does, guys, is it separates you from the chaos. But when you journal that, you separate yourself as now the storyteller of what happened. And it is this separation that keeps you sane, that brings you back in some way to being the observer. You are not the chaos that occurred. You are the observer of the chaos that occurred. And this state is superior to being inside of this. That process of becoming the reporter. The reporter is not that which is being reported. So that's stepping back and seeing the whole puts you back into that elevated state. That just really helped me. I believe that was a very integral part of my growth as a trader. I wrote all the time. I wrote down things. If something hit me as important, I wrote it down. I got to a place where I was thinking of stuff in my sleep. But when I woke up, I couldn't quite remember all of it. So I'd put my journal next to my bed with a pen. And instead of trying to remember something, when I woke up in the morning, I'd get up and try to write it right away. I was crazy. But I got this way when I read something. I read something that struck me. His goal was to find the commonalities between all of the people. Like, what were the few small things? What was this handful of things that everybody did? You know, everybody's unique and different, but was there something common that ran through all of these 500 people? Like, Napoleon Hill said that he did that, but one of the things that he said that everybody did was they had a checklist, that all of them had a list. They didn't call it the same thing. Some people called it a checklist. Some people call it their schedule for the day, which is really a freaking checklist, right? They mapped stuff out. They had something written down. It wasn't like they didn't let life just happen to them. Because when you write things down that you're going to do for the day, or you're directing life. And if you don't do that, life is directing you. From that point, I just became a writer, right? That hit me hard. I just started writing stuff down. And this is why I tell you guys, you should never start a week. Today is Friday. So Monday, how do you start trading Monday without having mapped out what you're going to accomplish this week in your trading? Like, how do you do that? How do you move into the next week without having something written down that is a promise to yourself? Like, I'm going to accomplish this week in my trading. I don't understand how you can let an entire week go by without it being better than the last week. How do you live like that? I've never done that. I've never let a single week in my life go by without having something that I'm going to do different this week. And that's how you should live your trading life. You can't let weeks blend into weeks, like you can't like live the same week over and over again. How is that growth, right? If you do one little thing better, my God, just one. If you become just a better human being in a little way, my God, do you know what you do for the whole species? If you correct one little thing in your trading, if you drop your average loss by 5 cents, like something, just don't make it the same freaking week. Some of your best progress is going to be made in a losing week. Like, it's not the dollars right now. It's the purpose. It's the intent. It's the plan. It's, were you able to execute the way you plan to execute? The result can be random right now, and you can't let that fool you. You can grow while losing money, and you're still growing. I wish someone told me this. You can't judge it by the dollars right now. That's later. You judge it by, what did you do what you set out to do this week? That's how you judge it. And you can't work on two things at the same time. The same way it is impossible to have two thoughts. You think you can have two thoughts, no pun intended, but you can't. You can only have one thought at a time. The same way you can only work on one problem, one demon, one error, but you give that one thing your life. You give it everything you have. Think of accomplishing one thing every day. Your life would be revolutionized in a year. 365 things you did? Who does 365 things? Nobody. But think about that. Like, what if every week you corrected something? You did something better. That's 52. Guys, you'd be the master of the universe if you did 52 things. Nobody does 52 things. But if you could, wow,